Oh boy, a lot of updates to share. What's up guys, it's Brian here. A couple weeks ago when I made that Winnie the Pooh video where I showed you that I got the Winnie the Pooh set, I told you there was a much bigger update video coming, and here it is. This is the big update video. A lot of big life stuff has been going on recently, as you can kind of see. I'm in a different setting, and that's because I moved. So as some of you might have known, I used to live in New York. My local Lego store was in Connecticut. I was right over the border between that and the Lego store. But now, I moved out to the Midwest. I live in Michigan now. The simple reason I moved all the way out here is because my girlfriend actually lives out here. We've been long distance for about a year and a half, and now we finally decided it was time to take the step, and I was the one who was willing to move from New York to Michigan, so here I am. We've made the move, and we live about 5 miles away from each other now, so it's really awesome for my personal life. For our relationship, it's been great, so no complaints. I really like living here. But some of you might be wondering, wait a second, I thought he was a teacher. I thought he got a teaching job for this year. Wasn't he a teacher? I was. And I didn't talk about this at all because it happened a while ago, but back in December I actually ended up leaving that job. It's a very long story behind it. Nothing bad happened at the school. I really liked that school. I loved my coworkers. I loved my students. But it was just the job wasn't a good fit. I was getting way too stressed out about work to the point where it was really starting to get to me, and I needed to take the time to work on my mental health, you know, and I think it's very important to acknowledge that I was too stressed to continue the job. But yeah, absolutely no hate to my old school or my old kids or my old coworkers. I loved it all. I wish I could have stayed. It just wasn't a good fit for me anymore, and I needed to stop mentally, you know. It was too hard. So I didn't want to give up on it, you know, but it was just something I had to do for myself to take care of myself. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up on teaching for good, because I actually do have a job out here as a sub, so I'm going to be subbing again. You guys know I was a substitute teacher for a while, so I'm going to be subbing again out here, but I was planning on moving out to Michigan after the school year ended, because, you know, I figured I'd be finishing out the school year. I didn't know I was going to be quitting. But then I figured once I quit in December, I was like, why don't I just start looking at moving now? So I was interviewing for some jobs or whatever, trying to find the right apartment. And then I finally landed here, and so I moved in on March 31st, and I've been here for about 2 weeks. I got the whole place set up. I can't wait to give you guys a tour of everything and tell you guys what kind of content you might be able to expect from me going forward now that I'm in a new place. So let's unhook the camera from the tripod. I'll take you on a quick tour. So when you come in through my front door, which is actually behind us, you go into my area, which is my little living room. I've got a couch that I was able to take from my parents' house, from the basement. They were able to give me this couch, as well as my little setup in my living room. I have a sliding glass door over there, which is really nice. I got this coffee table from IKEA. It was 30 bucks, so, you know, the price of, you know, the Octu Island training. I was able to get a coffee table for that low price, which is so cool. And I've got my little entertainment center set up over here with various Legos scattered throughout. I don't have a dedicated Lego room in this apartment, but I'll show you my bedroom in a minute, which is kind of set up exactly the same as it was at home. But I've got my 2 shelves over here. These were from my bedroom. The old fishing store is going to go there. I haven't built Winnie the Pooh yet, but it's going to go right here, right next to the old fishing store. I've got this print up here. I showed this in a video once of the Lego patent. My grandma actually gave me this print, and so I framed it, and I've been waiting to put it up somewhere, and now I got my apartment to put it up in. Got some other just random nautical things and a Disney thing like Big Thunder Mountain. My television, as well as some brickheads down there, and these are the minifigures from the Ewok Village. I couldn't take the full Ewok Village with me. I couldn't take the Ewok Village or the Slave one just yet because I wasn't sure how much room I was going to have to display stuff, and also the truck was getting full. So I've got my DVDs, my Nintendo Wii, which is the most current gaming console I have. So many of you guys ask me if I game. I don't really game. I'm not a gamer. The latest console I have is a Wii. So here's the little Lego shelf that I've got out here. This was the shelf that was actually in my living room at home, but I took it from my living room and am using it for display here. But I've got the Steamboat Willie up there, my Jaws Orca, my custom Jaws Orca, as well as some sets here, the ATST, the A-Wing, Anakin Starfighter, ATRT, as well as some random minifigs, and then Beskar Mandos down there. I've got the Yoda's Hut, Octu Island Training, Dual Star Killer Base down here, and the Yellow Submarine is down here. with my collectible minifigures, as well as the minifigures from the Slave 1, even though I couldn't take the Slave 1 yet. If you swing around this way, behind my couch is an area that's not finished yet. I've got some boxes from various things that I've unpacked, but I'm going to get another IKEA table for back here, so I can like maybe set up a studio space back here, and then I'll probably be able to bring the Slave 1 and Ewok Village next time I go home. I'll be able to take those with me. I've got some wall art that's going to go up here as well, but this back area is not finished yet. Got my my sailboat print up there. It's a really big poster. I got it in college. So yeah, we come into my dining room, which has a huge mirror wall, which is kind of weird, but I'm getting used to it, I suppose. I don't even really notice it anymore. But I've got my dining room table, also from IKEA. This was $200, so you know, the price of the little more expensive than the old fishing store, but again, this was a you know, dining set with 4 chairs. Puzzle there that my girlfriend and I did, as well as some wall art up here. I actually drew this this is the Cape Cod Nauset Light. Last summer, when I wasn't really making videos, I was kind of getting into art a little bit, so I drew that with oil pastels. I have a couple other drawings I did that maybe I'll show at some point, but yeah, very proud of that. Let's see. Kitchen's over there. Nothing too interesting in there. And then we come over here to yet another mirror on my linen closet. But we come into my room, which is almost the exact same layout as it was at home. If you guys remember this brown shelf over here, it came, and it's in the same spot as it was, with almost the same sets on it. Let me see if I can get some better lighting in here. The lighting in this room is not the best, but that's not so bad. But let's see, I've got the Saturn V up there, the Millennium Falcon, the gunship came. I've never really displayed the gunship in my room, or I haven't displayed it in my room in a while. I had up here the Jaws boat, but the Jaws boat got transferred out to the living room because I like it better. My Mets shelf, big Mets fan as some of you may know. Star Destroyer, Luke's Landspeeder, Scarif Trooper, and the Battle of Scarif set. I got the Razor Crest down here, as well as some random figures and stuff. These are mostly my custom figures. On this shelf at home was the Resistance X-Wing, which did not come with me. I took about like half my Lego sets with me. I left some of them behind. Like I left a lot of the ones that weren't displayed behind. I got the Y-Wing and X-Wing down here, because I just couldn't fit them all, you know? I have so many Lego sets that they couldn't all come with. So it was sad to see that I couldn't take all of them, but that's just how it goes. Desk over there, my shelves in my bed over here, exactly the same as it was. But I've also got this sick walk-in closet where all my other Lego pieces and stuff are, like my minifigure drawer. You guys might remember this. The lighting in here is very weird. I don't know why it got all yellow all of a sudden. But yeah, my pieces, my minifigures are in here. Let's see, a couple extra sets I brought that didn't get the cut to be displayed somewhere. Exosuit, some smaller sets are in there. Let's see, my camera equipment. The pieces I brought are all in here, pretty much. I brought like some essential pieces, like if I want to make some display stands of any kind, because I couldn't bring all my pieces. But now that I see that I have all this room, I actually might be able to bring all my pieces at some point soon, because this closet is massive. Like, I'm not showing you all the stuff up there in my closet, but... And then I've got my clones are in here. All of my clone army, pretty much, is all in there. Because, you know, I couldn't live without my clone troopers. This is a box full of my 2x6 gray bricks, which I actually use, like, in my living room to make, like, little DVD things to keep the DVDs in place. So they're very useful for, like, just household structures. And then just a couple other random things and games up there. Those are empty boxes that I was using to transport Lego with. And, let's see. Yeah, some puzzles. These are my seasonal sets, so, like, my Christmas sets will go out when Christmas rolls around. And, yeah, that's the tour of the place. So yeah, there's the tour of my first ever apartment. I've never lived on my own before aside from college, even though I had a roommate in college, so it wasn't even like the same as living by yourself and having to make all your food and do this, that, and the other thing. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to finally taking this big life step for myself. I'm upset that I had to quit my job because it was just a different set of circumstances, but I did it for my mental health. It was the best option for me. Everyone was so supportive of me too, which I'm so forever thankful that they were so supportive of my decision to leave in the middle of the school year. And then, yeah, I start my new subbing job this week, so we'll see how that goes for the rest of the year. And as far as content on this channel goes, now that I'm home more myself, I want to do more live streams. The reason I couldn't live stream so much when I lived at home was because there were a lot of other people living at home with me, you know? It was hard to get the house to myself, and then when COVID hit, everyone was home all the time. So I really couldn't do any live streams. So I want to do more of that type of stuff. I think I might live stream the Winnie the Pooh set. I'm not entirely sure yet. And just do like a fun like build chat with you guys. But whenever I get a new set, I'll do a live stream, whether it's here or Instagram. I want to do those more often. I won't be building mocks, obviously, or making like huge animations because I don't have my pieces with me. I didn't take all my essential parts. I just took the ones to make like display models with. But when I get new sets, I will do that. I will review the new sets, whichever ones I decide to get. And if I have time to make like analyses videos of future sets, I will do that as well. So it's a new chapter, a new journey. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to make some different type of content for you in this new environment. So thank you guys so much for always liking and supporting and commenting. After all these years, you guys always keep coming back to me, and I really appreciate it. And wherever I go on my next journeys, I know you guys will be there with me, and I'm really thankful for that. So thank you guys very much for watching and for following along and for sticking with me as I take big, long breaks. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below. What kind of content do you want to see in this new place? Should I do more live streams or any stuff of that nature? Let me know down below. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.